friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I figured I would just sit down, do a get ready with me, but before that we are shopping my stash. So I take you along with me to my makeup drawers and we go through them together and pick out some makeup and I put it on my face. And this is the look that I made. Before we get into the video, I want to talk to you really quickly about the t-shirt I have on. So this is from a boutique called Henry Peppers, and it's actually a boutique that my friend Kirby and her sister recently started. I have known Kirby since like elementary school. We went to school together all throughout our whole lives. We were friends in high school, and then we kind of drifted apart and didn't talk much in college, and we both got hired at the school district and the elementary that I currently work in. Not only are we friends, we're also co-workers, which I think is really cool, and she was telling me about her boutique that her and her sister are starting, and I just think it is so cute. So this is the shirt, and their whole shtick, their whole thing that they want to do is that they're going to have all sorts of designs along the collar. And the best part is that Kirby designed this, which I think is so cool. She's always had the cutest handwriting and she's always been a doodler, and I just think that that's cool that her designs are on a t-shirt now, which is just awesome. This is the first one that they have available for sale. It's just these flower details. If you can see, the leaves are actually green, and I just think it is so cute. I'm so excited to see the future designs that they come out with. Like, can you imagine this with like pumpkins and gourds and leaves for fall, and then like berries and Christmas tree ornaments and that kind of stuff for Christmas? Like, I am here for it. I think it is so stinking cute. It's short sleeves and run pretty true to size, and they're really soft. I have already washed and dried this and it held up quality great. This is not cracking off or anything like that, and I just think it's so cute. So I wanted to tell you guys about it. I will have their Instagram account and their website linked down below in case you want to check it out. Yeah, if you want to see what products I chose in my Shop My Stash and how I made this look, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm gonna try to hold the camera as steady as possible, and please do not judge how kind of messy, honestly, my drawers are. Okay, we're gonna come up here. For primer, what do I want? You know what? I'm actually gonna pick this Becca Zero No Foundation Primer thing. I know I just used it in a video, but I have to get a review up for Octoly, so I'm gonna use that. We're gonna set that over here. And then for powder, I haven't used my Beauty Bakery flour powder in a while. Let's do that. Foundation. We're actually only having Mike's dad over for dinner tonight, so I think I'm gonna go with my Misha BB cream just because it is not a lot of coverage and I'm not really doing anything crazy today. So we're gonna go with that. We're gonna come over here for concealer. I'm actually going to pick the Tarte Shape Tape just because this is so low coverage and I haven't used this in a while. This is just some of my eye products. I have most of them over here. But I'm actually gonna go with the Natasha Denona Mini Retro palette just because I haven't used this in a while. So we're gonna come over here. For brows, I'm just gonna use the ones that I've been trying to use up recently. The Maybelline Ultra Slim and this BFF Full Coverage Brow Mascara by the Beauty Crop. I just have been trying to use both of those up recently. Then we're gonna go with let's do the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions. For highlight, since that's a more pinky toned eyeshadow palette, I think I'm gonna go with my Wet n Wild highlighter just because I love using this when I have pink eyeshadows on because it's a pink tinted highlight. Put that over there. Blush. I'm gonna go with the Lancome just because this blush goes perfectly with that palette. It's like a perfect little monochromatic moment. For bronzer, I actually think I'm gonna go with the L'Oreal Lumi bronzer because I haven't tried this yet and I really, really want to. I'm super excited to try that. And then for setting spray, let's go with the Fenty one. I know I used this on a video not that long ago, but I'm just really honestly obsessed with it. So here's all the goodies on the edge of my desk. I think this is a full face. So yeah, this is what we're gonna use today. I forgot about lips, so we're just gonna pull Smashbox Audition because again, with this and this, it's like a perfect little monochromatic moment. So you guys know the drill by now. We're gonna start off with my eyes, and I picked the Natasha Denona Mini Retro palette. I absolutely love this little palette. It is such a beautiful color scheme with the pinks and these like gray, dark olivey green tones. I love this palette. I know it was out of stock forever and it finally came back in stock, I feel like recently. So if you have not gotten your hands on it, I highly recommend it. We're gonna do a really simple eye today. Like I said, we're just having Kyle, my husband's dad, over for dinner. So I'm gonna start off with this light pink shade and put that in my crease. Like made chili. I love his chili. Also, please, we're gonna ignore this cheek because it's having a moment and I don't know what's wrong. I was doing my skincare and it randomly got super hot and red, which happens very, very often with my skin. And that's what happened. So we're not giving it attention, we're ignoring it. My skin is in a really good place right now. So anyways, Mike made chili and I love his chili. So I am super excited for that. And we just hadn't seen him in a while. So that'll be nice to see him. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. There's only 5 shades. It shouldn't be that hard, but there's a lot of possibilities with these 5 shades. So I'm like, do I want to just stick with the pinks and keep it really light? Or do I want to add in a little bit of green? Oh, I was just cleaning off my brush and with my color switch and this like fell out of it. It's just like a little piece of the color switch and I thought it was a spider and I got so scared. Thank goodness it was not a spider. Okay. I think we are going to take this darker green and we're going to try to keep it light. I'm really bad at that, keeping things just light and airy when I do my eyes because I always think that things are going to be lighter than they are, and then next thing I know I have a super smoky eye look that I wasn't anticipating. We're just going to really blend this out, only dipping in once so it doesn't get too dark. Bring it up into the crease a little bit. I'm going to take my NYX glitter primer, put that on the inner half of my lid, and we're going to stamp on this pink shade on the edge here. Okay, that's looking good. Now I'm going to take this pink shade on the edge. That's more of like a topper shade, and we're just going to stamp that right over top of the other pink just to make it a little bit more sparkly. This doesn't have too much pigment of its own, it's just more of a topper, but it is so pretty. And then just to say that we used all 5 of the shades, I'm actually going to take a little bit of this shimmery darker green shade and just stamp that over the matte one we put, just to kind of meld the matte and the shimmery pink together. Every single time I use this palette, I absolutely love how my eye look turns out. All right, and that's where we're gonna keep the eyes for now. And then for primer, like I said, I picked the Becca Zero No Pigment Virtual Foundation. I got this through Octoly, so I have to put a review of it up soon. So I just wanted to test it out again. I definitely see like a smoothing effect, and that cooling sensation feels really nice on my hot cheeks right now. It doesn't really blur, it just kind of sort of just smooths everything out. I still see my pores, but it just gives a more smooth appearance. And then like you saw, we're gonna use the Misha Perfect Cover BB Cream. I have the shade number 13. It is the lightest bright beige is what it's called. I got this solely because Jessica Braun She loves this BB cream, and she just hyped it up so much that I was like, I need to try that. I am not a BB cream, it's not coming out. I mean, it did a little bit, but there we go. I am not a BB cream, CC cream kind of girl. I like full coverage, but this actually doesn't have too terrible of coverage for like a BB CC cream. I've used this a couple times before, I just haven't used it in a while. And it smells just really fresh. It smells good. But it does give nice coverage for a BB cream. I'm sure if I tried it with a brush, I would get even more coverage, but I don't know, I'm just not a brush girl. So this is what it looks like blended out on my skin with about 2 layers. I definitely think that I probably should have picked a little bit more full coverage of a base today, just with how my cheeks are reacting right now, but that'll go down as they calm down. Also, I picked a more full coverage concealer, the Tarte Shape Tape. I have the shade 12 in Fair Neutral. I haven't used this in a while either. I try to pick things that I hadn't used in a while during my shop mustache. I remember when this was like the only concealer to have. There's definitely a lot of drugstore dupes out there now. So you do not need to spend the money on Shape Tape because it's kind of pricey. I got this one on sale. I also remember when it never, ever, ever went on sale. And now it does, which is nice. But that also used to be like makeup in general. I feel like makeup like never really went on sale, and now I almost feel like there's so many things I refuse to buy until it goes on sale because I know it will. Like palettes, like ABH palettes. I don't think I bought an ABH palette full price. I have 4 of them, and I've got every single one of them on sale. The makeup world has just changed so much the last couple years. It's crazy. I love how I pick a less coverage BB cream as my foundation with the mindset of I'm gonna just be a little bit more natural today and show off my flaws, and then I essentially put a complete layer of concealer all over my face. So that doesn't actually happen, but I digress. We're going to use the Beauty Bakery Flour Powder. I really, really like this powder. It is really nice. It sets my face really nice. This is the second one I have had. I went through one complete one. That's how much I like it. Doesn't seem to be too drying on my skin, which is really the main issue I have with powders, is they're usually too drying on me. And I don't even have like particularly dry skin, so I couldn't even imagine. Oh God, I'm like inhaling it. I couldn't even imagine having like really dry skin, like what powder you would use. I guess you just don't use powder. I don't know. Up next for bronzer, we have the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It bronzer. I have the lightest shade. It's just light. And I am so excited to try this. Oh, I hope it's so pretty on the skin. It's got a little bit of a sheen. So let's see. Ooh, okay, that is a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. Ooh. Blend, blend. It looks way lighter in the pan. That could also be some residual bronzer because I suck at cleaning my brushes. But I tried to like wipe them off before, so I don't think so. Does this have a scent? No, I thought it did. Okay, so here's the bronzer all blended out on my skin. It seems to be a little bit patchy here, but I also always over apply my bronzer. I am really bad about that, but I actually really think I like it. Yeah, it's like luminous and has like a sheen to it and a slight golden sheen, but it is really pretty. Definitely gonna keep trying it out, but I think I do like this. Okay, went ahead and did brows and my lower lash line off camera because they're pretty boring and no one really wants to see that. I just used the 2 brow products that I picked. And for the lower lash line, I just smudged this pink on it. For highlight, we're gonna use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Blossom Glow. I know I've used this on my channel before, but it is just so pretty. And like I said, when I picked it, I love using this with pink eyeshadows because it has a pink shift to it, and I just think that it goes really nicely together. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply my mascara again off camera because that's pretty boring to watch. So I'll be right back. I realized I did my mascara before my blush, and that's kind of a weird order to do things in, but we're going to do my blush now. I'm going to use my Lancome Blush Subtil, and this is in the shade Sheer Amorose. I really love this blush formula, this blush shade, pretty much everything about it. I think it is stunning. Do I think you need to go out and spend all this money on a blush? No, I got mine through Octoly, and I don't know if I would actually buy this on my own. I definitely probably wouldn't have. Now that I have tried one of them, I might, but I just feel like there's so many good blushes at the drugstore. And then for lips, we're using Smashbox Audition. This is one of my favorite lipsticks ever. This is my third bullet of it, and I will always repurchase it. Again, I just think it's perfect with the cheeks and the eyes, just a whole monochromatic theme. And then for setting spray, we're gonna use my Fenty What It Do. I'm like already put a really big dent in it, and I've used it 3 times. Granted, I use a lot of it when I use it, but still, probably should have bought the full size and not the baby, but it's okay. I just love everything about this spray. The mister, the scent, how fine it is, how it melts my makeup together. So good. And that was it, you guys. That was my get ready with me with all the goodies that I chose when I was shopping my stash. I hope that this was fun for you to watch. Let me know if you like this type of video. I can definitely keep doing more for you. Don't forget to check out my friend Kirby and her sister's boutique down below for this super cute t-shirt. I love it. I cannot wait to see what other designs they come out with in the future. I will have all that linked down below for you guys. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.